Shakalaka, happy hump day, everybody. You know, it's been a brutal couple months for Bitcoin, but today's episode, we're going to take a look at some of the most bullish charts for Bitcoin out there. They abound, and what this all means for you. You definitely want to stay tuned. What's up, everyone? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at the most bullish charts for Bitcoin. That's right, it's time for some bull porn, and exactly what this means for Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and you. You definitely want to stay tuned. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Come join us over on Twitter. Push the like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Now, to begin with, the Fear and Greed Index. Still in extreme fear, but it's getting higher, which is good. And the overall market up 3% today. Bitcoin at $38.96, Ethereum at $17.99, BNB at $2.89, Cardano 61 cents, XRP 40 cents, Solana $39, and Dogecoin 8 cents. And if you want to know the top coins today based on artificial intelligence and machine learning, they would be Tron, Stellar, Bella Protocol, Utrust, and XCAD Network. And if you want to check out token metrics for yourself, add some low caps for higher risk, potentially much higher reward, there's a discounted link down in the description. Now, Bitcoin today, at first, we were rejected by this downtrend, okay? You saw a couple days ago we were rejected, but we actually found support right here. So we've broken out above there, and actually this support trend line would interact with the upper bound resistance that we have here by about the end of July. So we could have, if we continue with this uptrend, we could have a very significant breakout by the end of July, especially when we take a look at some of the charts that we're going to be taking a look at now. Now, to begin with, we talked about earlier this week this article by Arthur Hayes. You can just click on the link that's right down here, and you can read the article. Basically, he's saying, he postulates that we have already bottomed. Bitcoin bottomed $25,000 to $27,000. It may not return immediately to highs that we've seen before, but he thinks that is the bottom. And this is the same guy that was calling for a $30,000 Bitcoin back when Bitcoin was $50,000, and nobody believed him then. But he's just talking. Let's take a look at some charts. Well, first thing, the easiest chart you could ever look at to make a killing with Bitcoin is the Bitcoin Investor 2-year MA multiplier. If you just buy when it's in the green and sell when it's in the red, you're going to do phenomenal. Well, guess what? We are back in the green, meaning that this is likely a very, very good time to buy Bitcoin. If we take a look at Bitcoin death crosses of the 20-week and 100-week death crosses, the last two times this happened, we have a green line indicating where they happened. That was pretty much the bottom. The death cross happens at the bottom. Guess what? We have a death cross right now, which would signify that this is, that's right, the bottom. Also, if we take a look at the illiquid supply, since the third halving, illiquid supply is outpacing new supply issuance. Digital scarcity, that's right, it's becoming, there's like less than 2 million Bitcoin left to be mined forever, and it's becoming more and more popular than ever. Eventually, this will catch up. Now, if we take a look at some of the charts, like this one from Plan C, the 14-day SMA dormancy flow, we're down to levels that we were at the 2018-2019 bottom. The bottom. Another indicator that we're at the bottom. I know, I'm going to say the bottom a million times today. But this is a great chart from Aurelian Ohayon, TA analyst. We can see with the Bitcoin accumulation trend score, we usually in cycles we have a purple top and a purple bottom. Basically, a lot of people buying at the top because of the FOMO, and then a lot of people buying at the bottom when the price gets flooded out, and they're just buying up Bitcoin at super cheap prices. Well, it happened here in 2017, it happened here in 2019, and look at this. Peak accumulation at the top, peak accumulation at the bottom. It looks like we could potentially be starting a new bull run. Which brings us to this chart right here. The fourth great bull run begins taking a look at the monthly percent bandwidth, these blue histogram down here. When it gets below this green level, historically, that has been bull run territory after the correction. Well, we had our correction, and you can see the blue histogram getting below the green line. That would be bull run territory. Brings it to this chart. Golden opportunity only comes around once every 2 years or so. I told you we were looking at bull porn today. So this one right here, when we take a look at the weekly SPX's stochastic K line with the percent K length 21, the signal length 4.25, every time it has touched the bottom, that has pretty much been the bottom for a massive bullish impulse, usually between 2 to 3.5 years before them. Well, we just have that signal once again, suggesting that we may be at the beginning of a bull run. And yet everybody is still so scared. Well, that's what happens when the prices are low. You got to be greedy when others are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy. Which brings us to this chart, one more indicator that we are at the beginning of the bull run. From TechDev, the 140-day rate of change of the 1-year HODL wave now rolling over with the wave at an all-time high. So in green, we have the rate of change, the 140-day window. With the orange, we have the supply last active 1+ years ago. Now when the orange is at an all-time high and we have a rollover of the green, every time that was the bottom. Well, we have that happening once again right now. And you just have to think, where is Bitcoin headed? Because right now, the 2-year average price for Bitcoin, roughly around $30,000 right now. But next year, the 2-year average price around $100,000. After that, the 2-year average price around $300,000, $800,000, million, 5 million, 10 million. You just have to remember, it's still very, very early. Bitcoin's only been around for like 12, 13 years at this point, which brings us to this chart right here. I think this is probably one of the most important charts you could look at recently. Basically gives you an idea of the risk of buying Bitcoin right now. If we take a look at this, the statistical estimator of the target zone investment at 6 months. So when we have this green line touching this white line right here, every time previously that this happened, 6 months later, Bitcoin price was higher. It happened back here, it happened back here, it happened here, here, and here, it happened here, it happened here. Well, that's 7 out of 7 times it happened already, meaning that there's an 89% chance that if you buy Bitcoin now, in 6 months, the price will be higher. That's crazy. That's like a 1 in 10 chance of losing. I don't know why people don't bet on those odds, but this isn't financial advice. So, well, like I said today, we're just looking at some bull porn because things are looking good for Bitcoin, especially if it maintains this trend line. We could be, by the end of the summer, posing for maybe some Rocktober. And no more Rectember, but just Rocktober. And that could be very, very interesting for everyone. So if you did enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. I will catch you guys later. Love you. Peace.